Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for just supporting the channel and for inspiring me to continue on doing reviews. So today I am going to be reviewing the new YSL Make Me Blush blushers. So I got the shade Coral Crush 57 just because it's different. I never tried anything like this shade before, but it also reminded me of that 70s vibe where they used to wear like this very beautiful like coral on the lips, and so I did want to try it out. And I know there was a lot of like controversial stuff when it comes to the other lavender shade because it didn't match a lot of skin tones. And I feel like that one is kind of reminiscent to what happened with the Dior blusher in Rosy Glow. This one was very hard to swatch. I did do a review of this and you guys can watch my video, and I will be linking this one below. But this one wasn't a perfect shade for anybody. I feel like this is more for fair skin. And it was just a bummer. It wasn't very universal. Like, you can't really use it in many skin tones or undertones. So, yeah. So that was an issue that happened with the other ones. But also, I feel like they did mention in like other videos of influencers taking out like a deck of cards, and they were like in the cards it would dare them to use the product in different ways. And one of the ways that they used the lighter shade, the purple lavender one, was like using it as a corrector or a highlighter, an eyeshadow base, or even like mixing it in with a different blusher from the line, like to make a different tone or to lighten it up. And I think that's kind of cool, but I feel like they should have mentioned that in the website because there's a lot of complaints out there due to the shade. And that's something similar that I saw with this blush. But just to put that out there, that there was a controversy with that color. But this one is quite nice too. And also I feel like this one would be too light for the darker shades. And I feel like we would have to keep in mind also like the color theory when it comes to like skin tones and the makeup artistry. Sometimes even if it's portrayed to be universal and that everybody can use it, we have to understand that sometimes makeup is not universal, and you kind of have to figure out your undertone first, which would be your hue. Then you have to check the intensity of your skin tone, whether it's muted, whether it's very intense and bright and pigmented in color. And also you have to see the way if you're like if the chroma of your skin is light or dark or medium or what it is, to be able to determine what blush is going to fit you. Because it's like in a lot of makeup lines, they're going to put different shades of blushes out there, and people are going to want to buy all of them for themselves. But we have to keep in mind that it's not going to look the same on us than on other people with different skin tone. I'm olive. I think I mentioned that too many times in my channel, and there are colors that are not going to come out the same. Even eyebrow products, like I have gotten like the chocolate dip brow, and that one can look brown, I mean orange brownish on me, and it pulls off very warm instead of pulling off like this very beautiful chocolatey brown. It pulls off like this brown brassy orange color, and that's because of my olive skin. And you have to see how it reacts to your skin as well with all this color theory. Also, like with foundations, you know, I've seen a lot where they say like, oh yeah, we have like 50 shades, and we have neutral, warm, and cool tones. And you have the olive people, you know, like me, and you try these shades on and then none of them fit you, but they always claim that it's going to fit, you know, everybody. You know, if you choose a lighter tone close to your skin, it's going to fit you, but you don't know how it's going to react on your skin. So there's a lot of controversy when it comes to that, and I feel like maybe just labeling things differently can just change up the perspective of a product. You know, they should have put like, this is a multi-use product. You could use it as a blush or a eyeshadow or a corrector or however you want, depending on your skin tone. Then putting a disclaimer, that would be great. So just to keep that in mind. So now, with all the ranting away, or all the talk, okay, so now from all the ranting and talking about the other product, now we're going to talk about this one, and I'm going to try it on to show you how this one looks like. Now, I'm not too sure if this would be great on someone that has darker skin. Maybe on the deep side, I would steer away from this color. Maybe you could use this as a medium to mix in another shade of the darker side of the blushes that they have, and that would be perfect. Or maybe use it like a highlighting medium for your cheekbones, or even an eyeshadow base. You can do that. But for someone that maybe is on the like medium to light, this will look perfect. If you're on the lighter side, or if you're on the super cool side, this one would not be perfect for you. It's too warm. It's also probably a tad dark for your skin tone. So just consider that, you know, when you purchase a blush. All right, so now I'm going to show you the doe foot applicator, and it looks like this. So it has like a diamond shape. It's very interesting how they created the doe foot applicator. And this one kind of seems more of a satin finish. So I'm just going to apply very little. And I'm just going to tap. I'm going to use my fingers just to do this to show you. So it's a little bit sheer. It doesn't look very pigmented at all, especially here on camera. In person, well, it's obvious that I have a little bit of a like blush on my cheeks, but it doesn't look overpowering for the day, which I like, and it looks nice. So I'm a bright winter. I done my color analysis, so using a warm orange coral color is not gonna look that horrible on me, even if I'm olive skin, because of my coloring. So this is how it looks like. It's very subtle. Now I'm gonna see if I could build it up just a little bit more, because these blushes tend to be a little bit on the sheer side. And let's see if I could build it up. And yeah, you could build it up as long as you're not over blending either, because if you over blend, then it's obviously going to sheer out too much, and then it's going to look kind of like gone. So that's how it looks like. So you can build it up. So it's like a sheer to medium coverage. So I see why the frustration of the people of like using the lavender shade. And yeah, I didn't buy the other ones at all. I didn't get sponsored, or I didn't get gratis by the brand. I always buy my products. So I just got this one because I was trying to do something different, not buying the typical peachy pink tones that I usually do. So I do like this tone. It does remind me of the 60s, and I'm going to try to do like a fall 60 vibes look. But yeah, so this is how it looks like. So here on the website, it actually says it's $39, and there's 6 shades. So it is pricey for what it is. I feel it is sheer. I don't know if it's like a trend right now where everything's sheer and dewy and glowy. And I just feel we need to go back to like having like very pigmented blushes, so that everybody can kind of like be able to use them, as well as the like dewy foundation. I feel like they need to start doing more either the matte finish or the satin finish, because I feel like it's more universal, and you would be able to tweak it a little bit, you know what I mean, for different skin types. So that's just my opinion. And I hope you guys like this quick review of the new YSL Make Me Blush blushers. I hope you guys can follow me in the future so you guys can see more reviews like this, and happy weekend.